What happens when a mighty empire clashes with the fearless warriors of a tiny island? Imagine Lapulapu's Visayan warriors outgunned but not outsmarted, gearing up to face Magellan's well-armed conquistadors and Spain's mighty cannons. This is not just a slice of history, it's an epic underdog battle, a David versus Goliath showdown, where indigenous strategy wins over the world's mightiest empire of the time. It is a fight for freedom that echoes to this very day. So how exactly did the Visayans defeat the Europeans in an epic battle, a fierce bloody battle that lasted less than an hour? Let's dig deeper and find out. Mabuhay! Earn Kapampangan, luwid kayo! Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kirby Araullo, your friendly Pinoy historian. And if you are new to my channel, I make videos about our people's history, culture, and everything in between. So if you like learning about the Philippines, Southeast Asia, and beyond, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Now without further ado, let's set sail into the heart of today's epic battle, on the island of Mactan. In the soft glow of dawn on April 27, 1521, the shores of Mactan witnessed a moment that would ripple like waves in history and echo through time. It was here under the watchful eye of the rising sun that Lapulapu and his valiant warriors stood ready to confront the Spanish forces led by the renowned Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan. This was not a prolonged battle, but a swift and decisive confrontation that within the span of just 1 hour saw the indigenous forces of the Visayas emerge victorious against a mighty empire. Magellan's voyage to the Philippine archipelago was not just driven by their desire to discover new routes to the Spice Islands, but by ambitions greater than exploration alone. Magellan's mission intertwined with the objectives of the Spanish Empire, aimed at colonial expansion through warfare, diplomacy, and the spread of Christianity. His alliance with Raja Humabon, the King of Cebu, was strategic, designed to leverage local disputes for the empire's gain. However, not all were swayed by the promises or the threat of the Spanish might. Not everyone was willing to bend their knees. Lapulapu of Mactan, unwavering in his resolve, rejected the overtures of both Magellan and Lapulapu's own brother-in-law, Raja Humabon. In defiance, Lapulapu became the symbol of resistance against the looming shadows of colonization, setting the stage for the epic battle that would underscore Lapulapu's legacy. And as the confrontation unfolded, the tactical acumen of Lapulapu and the unity of the Mactan warriors were unmistakable. Against the backdrop of their homeland, they leveraged intimate knowledge of the island to their advantage, showcasing the depth of their courage and their strategic prowess. This encounter, brief yet monumental, serves as a powerful testament to the enduring spirit of resistance and the importance of safeguarding one's sovereignty, culture, and identity. It reminds us of the intrinsic value of understanding our shared history, of drawing strength from the past as we navigate the complexities of the present. The Battle of Mactan is not just a tale of conflict. It is a narrative of resilience, unity, and the triumph of human spirit against overwhelming odds. In the interwoven history of our diverse people, where the hues of courage and resistance blend with the shadows of conquest, lies the story of a clash that would echo through the ages. This tale unfolds on the shores of Mactan, under the gaze of the early morning sun, where the ambition of a foreign empire met the unyielding spirit of the Visayan people. With a force of merely 50 European men, Magellan plotted a direct assault on Mactan, and his confidence was as vast as the oceans he navigated, ignoring the wisdom of allies like Raja Humabon of Cebu, who offered the help of his own fierce Cebuano warriors. Despite the warnings from his own allies, Magellan's resolve was unshaken. To Magellan, his strategy was clear: a frontal attack supported by the thunderous might of artillery from his ships, a testament to his belief in European military supremacy. Yet the pristine shores of Mactan were to bear witness to a battle far removed from Magellan's expectations. The Visayans, under the leadership of Lapulapu, were not mere spectators in writing their island's destiny. Clad in wooden shields and native armor, they stood firm and ready, debunking the myth of technological inferiority. The Visayan warriors, well versed in the rhythms of their own islands, presented a readiness that was both a declaration of their sovereignty and a challenge to the notion of conquest. On the other hand, Magellan's overconfidence led him to a mire of resistance, where the Visayan advantages of terrain familiarity, combat readiness, and the collective spirit shone brightly. In the clash of metal and spirit, it was the unity and the resilience of the indigenous Visayans that emerged stronger, a beacon of resistance against the tide of imperialism. And as the dust settled, the Battle of Mactan stood as a testament to the enduring spirit of indigenous people defending their motherland, reminding us that the heart of the land beats the strongest in the chest of those who stand in defense of their people. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at, the perspective of the Visayans in Mactan. What exactly was their strategy in the face of Spain's mighty warships and powerful cannons? As dawn breaks over Mactan, a new chapter of valor is about to be written in the pages of our people's history, a tale of wisdom flowing as deep as the very waters that surround our islands. This is the saga of Lapulapu, a datu whose name would forever resonate as a symphony of strategic genius and indomitable spirit. Lapulapu's wisdom shone brightly, not just in his choice of the battlefield, but in the very timing of the confrontation. He understood the rhythms of the tides, the ebb and flow that would dictate the course of the day. And it was this deep connection to the environment that allowed Lapulapu to neutralize the Spanish technological advantage. With the European ships unable to come close, the Spaniards found their greatest assets turned moot. Their naval firepower turned useless by the indigenous planning of Lapulapu. This choice of battleground in the shallow, coral-rich shores of Mactan was no accident, but a deliberate strategy. Lapulapu knew that the strength of the Spaniards lay in their ships and their cannons. By drawing them into the shallow waters, he not only blunted their advantage, but also forced them into a fight on his own terms, where the valor and the skills of his Visayan warriors would shine. Underneath this tactical depth was Lapulapu's leadership, a beacon of inspiration to his people. Lapulapu did not merely anticipate the movements of his enemies. He transformed the landscape itself into a formidable ally. Lapulapu's command was not just of men, but of the moment itself, seizing the opportunity to showcase the indigenous wisdom and martial prowess that had been honed by the Visayans over generations. In the unfolding saga of Mactan, the indigenous shields, meticulously crafted from the dense wood of their native forest, astoundingly repelled the Spanish weapons. Contrary to the often depicted primitive combatants, Lapulapu and his warriors were well armed and armored, debunking long-held stereotypes with their advanced battle gears. These wooden shields, symbols of indigenous ingenuity, effectively neutralized the so-called superior firepower of the Europeans. This surprising resilience against European bullets and advanced weaponry highlights the Visayans' sophisticated use of natural resources and their strategic prowess in battle. Remarkably, these shields remained nearly unscratched and unscathed, underscoring the tactical depth and the adaptability of Lapulapu's forces. Who would have thought that the native wooden shields could easily withstand what were then considered the more powerful European weapons? Just imagine, unknown to many, including Filipinos today, our ancestors had indigenous technology that strengthened wood to combat the supposedly superior firepower of the Spaniards. And such achievements does not only challenge the narrative of technological superiority often attributed to European invaders, but more importantly, it also celebrates the indigenous strategic genius and the enduring spirit of Lapulapu and his warriors. This episode in history underscores a profound understanding of warfare and a remarkable ability to turn apparent disadvantages into formidable defenses. As the sun rose, illuminating the warriors ready for battle, it highlighted not just a leader, but a symbol of resistance. Lapulapu, with his strategic acumen and deep knowledge of his island, was prepared to defend his people's freedom. Amidst Mactan's shallow waters, an unyielding legacy of resistance was forged, a testament to his prowess and the enduring spirit of a people determined to remain unconquered, a legacy echoing through the ages. This chapter in our people's history illuminates the remarkable fortitude of the indigenous Visayans under the leadership of the astute Lapulapu as they stood firm against the looming specter of colonial ambition. In the heart of Mactan, where the waters whisper tales of ancient wisdom, Lapulapu's strategy emerged not merely as a battle plan, but as a testament to the power of unity and the depth of indigenous knowledge. It was here that the synergy of unity and brilliant strategy became the bulwark safeguarding the sovereignty of a people destined to define their own fate. This confrontation was more than just a clash of weapons. It was a meeting of contradicting worlds. On one side, the colonial forces, driven by a quest for domination and the allure of Southeast Asian treasures, wielded the tools of Western technological advancement. On the other hand, the people of Mactan, whose strength lay in their profound connection to the motherland, the sea, and to each other, showcased the might of collective resolve and indigenous strategic ingenuity. And as the battle raged, it became clear that the true weapon of the Visayans was neither spears nor shields, but the unbreakable bond of community and the sharpness of their collective intellect. And in the face of external pressures, their unity was unassailable, a beacon of resistance that would light the fires of independence in the hearts of future generations. Through the smoke of conflict, the Battle of Mactan stands as a reminder of the resilience of the indigenous people when confronted with the forces of imperialism, a reflection on the enduring power of unity and strategy in the preservation of one's way of life and the sanctity of one's motherland. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, this video is actually part of a larger series about how the Europeans colonized Southeast Asia, and a part of another series about how the Spaniards conquered the Philippines. So make sure to check out the links below for the links to this playlist. But for now, let's get back to our topic, back to the epic battle on the island of Mactan. Reflecting on Mactan's historic battle, we uncover not just a clash of forces, but a rich tapestry of strategy, unity, and the shifting alliances that shape the course of our people's history. Lapulapu, leading 1,500 organized warriors, showcased the power of intellect and collective will, defying the Spanish Empire through strategic mastery rather than sheer force. This was not just a battle, it was a testament to the indomitable spirit of our ancestors, their sophisticated approach to warfare, and their deep connection to their land. Unknown to many, while the battle was raging on the island of Mactan, Raja Humabon and the warriors of Cebu were left merely observing from a distance. And as the battle unfolded, a poignant moment emerged. The Cebuanos felt pity. Raja Humabon and the warriors of Cebu moved by empathy and attempted to aid the besieged Europeans. And their efforts, although in vain, revealed a depth of emotion. It demonstrated the tension and the mixed emotions that enveloped the battle and the complex alliances of the era. And if you think about it, this moment transcended the simplistic narratives we are often told. And also unknown to many, Raja Humabon also tried to retrieve Magellan's remains from Mactan. However, Lapulapu refused, as it was considered a symbol of their historic victory. Our ancestors held high respect for warriors, and Lapulapu's denial of Raja Humabon's request, coupled with Raja Humabon paying respect to Lapulapu after the battle, offers us with a glimpse into the sophisticated culture of our islands, especially in the realm of warfare. The aftermath of Mactan also foreshadowed a significant shift when the Spaniards returned half a century later to lay claim to the kingdom of Luzon in the 1570s. They realized that they could not succeed without the help of their allies from the Visayas. The Spaniards recognized that they could not overcome the strong defenses and fortifications of Luzon without support from the Visayans. And this shift demonstrated Spain's strategy to exploit local conflicts through a divide and conquer tactic in order to solidify their conquest of the islands. And this also reveals a dynamic and complicated web of alliances, contrasting with the simplistic narrative of conquest we are often told. And thus, the intelligence and the martial prowess of our indigenous ancestors reflect a legacy that is far richer and more vibrant than what is often depicted by colonial miseducation about our people's history. And as we dive deeper into our diverse peoples' interwoven histories, we are reminded of the enduring strength found in unity and strategic acumen. So let us honor our ancestors not just by remembering their victories, but by embodying the unity and resilience they demonstrated. Let us honor the legacy of those who stood firm in the face of adversity. Let us be inspired by their unwavering commitment to freedom and self-determination. The legacy of our ancestors calls us to embrace our shared history and to understand the depth of our roots. So may the spirit of Mactan and the heroic legacy of our ancestors inspire us to forge genuine solidarity. Because if you think about it, through unity and understanding, we can create and build a brighter future that truly reflects our people's collective aspiration for a peaceful and prosperous society filled with genuine freedom, justice, and equality, a future reflective of our collective strength and the beauty of our diverse people. And that is it for me today, so let me know what you think about today's topic in the comments below. And if you have any ideas, any suggestions of any topics about, anything about our people's history, culture, and everything in between that you would like to see here on my channel, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to support my channel and my research, if you want to help my channel grow, please consider being my patron on Patreon or a member of my YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out my books, coloring books, ebooks, and merch on the fascinating history and cultures of the Philippines and Southeast Asia. And actually today's topic is, expanded into an entire chapter in my book, What They Never Told You About the Discovery of the Philippines. So make sure to check out the links below to order your copies today. And of course, one last thing before I go, dakal pong salamat to all my patrons, subscribers, and viewers like you for all your love and support throughout these years. Maraming salamat po, or in Bisaya, daghang salamat sa inyong tanan. See you next time, or in Tagalog kita kits and in Kapampangan, Miki Takes, and in Bisaya, kita aita.